Severed Heads is meant for a mature audience only. This program contains violent, sexual, and disturbing scenarios. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to Severed Heads, written and created by William Goodman. This story is called The Hearts of the Helpless. Part 5 continued of a 5-part series. Chapter 10 is titled Helpless. Cynical, like the sins that grow in the winter. Splinters like the little matchstick girl dying with the last flickers, bitter from all the lucky children that get to question what's under the tree on Christmas Eve, aging out at the age of 18. Like Martin Luther, I had a dream last night. On the other side of the road was my family in shelter. They shouted baby steps, so I took the first few with caution. Cars zipped by, so I ran back with exhaustion. The smell from the exhaust pipes damaged my nostrils. They started to get impatient. "Run, run, 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 run," they shouted. So I did, and the inevitable happened. In the ice crystal streets, the eyes of the beast leaves you begging you're the king of the castle and feel safe. But I'm weak in the legs, and I just know this is the end of the road for this bastard. I'm gasping for air as I stare at my family that's just sitting there aware and laughing. I'm soaked in my blood, and I look up for answers. Nothing, of course. Then I closed my eyes and awoke on my 18th birthday. I'm on my own now, kid. I better grow up before I'm left slaughtered like a deer in some headlights. Three goddamn years later. I'm sitting in a 4-corner room and the walls are crashing in. Maybe Ran has captured me because I'm beginning to sink. Under the floorboards where the foundation is weak, and as I leak into the ocean, I realize one thing. I'm a soluble who enjoys the solitude of being a hydrophilic molecule that gets to dissipate, blend in with my surroundings and never resonate, because when it comes to being alone, I never hesitate. It's how I meditate. I jump inside my skull and swim upstream where my nerves fight the current to migrate with the world and satiate. Besides, I have the voices in my head to keep my head on straight. But what happens when the voices in my head tell me death is certain today? I fail to question if the voices in my head can be trusted, and I start to believe. And the cycle begins where I recycle the same old sayings. Boy, you're going to drown in your thoughts, so I pour myself a double shot of tequila. Maybe if I drown out the negatives, I can focus on what I really believe in. Boy, you're a loner that will never have confidence in your well-being. Another trip to the liquor store. I hand the cashier a $10 bill. I receive a 12-pack, take a sip of medicine and meditate. It's a sin to waste even a single drop, so I finish them off and run straight to the bathroom and throw them up. When my eyes awake, I shake as they wander in the distance. It's sort of like every corner of that room is alive as they create a feel of a horror film closing in, till my body parts are missing and adjacent, a scattered 12-pack, and a body that is lifeless. I look in the mirror, and it only reiterates my dissatisfaction. I know it's clear. Cowards quiver, quit, and crumble. Lullabies are mumbled, syllables are stuttered. Every time I wonder if this land is covered, I remember summer and all the joy from it. Like paradise, with these pairs of eyes is to perpetuate every parasite and colonize the populace until paradise is a paradox and I'll hide, usually in my severed state of mind, till thankfully I realize the world doesn't end if you close your eyes. But then again, why open them if it's dark outside? I'm so sick of subsidized housing and my job at a convenience store, making insufficient funds, working like a slave for a store owner I rather beat with a bat. than hear what he has to say. A fucking imbecile with nothing in his brain. So what do I have to lose? If my life were a movie, this would be the part where the music turns eerie, suspenseful, and over-dramatic as the protagonist makes his decision that will impact his future. So I call on the piano and the horns to influence the mood. Let's throw in some blues and convolute the fuck out of this tune. It hasn't rained in forever, but now seems like the perfect time. Matter of fact, let's make it a downpour. It's perfect. Now someone has to die. Or has it all been a lie and I have to commit this crime without an orchestra by my side? Fuck it. Next thing you're going to tell me is the victim isn't a fucking retard, with terrible aim or a faulty shotgun who waits for me to shoot first. So basically, anything goes in the real world, the good die young, but so do the killers. The sinners win, lose, or draw, and the good guys don't always prevail. Sometimes they fail and just fall short, black screen, roll credits, and walk out the theater, and if I'm lucky, maybe I'll be someone's Rolo Tomasi one day. So fuck it. I grab my knife and proceed into the wild, my old place of work. Why not? I shout with an enthusiastic smile. I poke 3 holes in a plastic bag, 2 for the eyes, 1 for the mouth, kick open the door and shout, "You at the register, empty it out. Everyone else, hand me your fucking wallets," Pulp Fiction style, and if I catch a bad motherfucker, I'm going to light his ass on fire. I see 2 clowns in the back just laughing it up. I throw one up against the cooler glass, slice open his neck, say to the other one, "Throw what you got in the bag or you're so fucking next." Who's laughing now, bitch, as I hear sirens in the backdrop. Back off, kick open the back door, and from this point forward, I guess it's going to be me versus the rest of the world. Oh wait, I don't feel so helpless anymore. Thank you for listening to Severed Heads. This story was called The Hearts of the Helpless, created and written by William Goodman. Dedicated to my amazing mother, Marla Goodman, my incredible wife, Abigail Goodman, and my adoring son, Aiden Goodman. So until we meet again, my greatest friend, my severed head, amen.